So, hi ladies, my name is Yusra. I'm going to the Pilates Matwork. Before we start, does anybody have any injuries I should know about? No. Okay, so let's start ladies by warming up. So, come up on your mat, legs hip distance apart, knees slightly bent, ankles, knees and hips are on one line, and relax your arms, and we're going to roll down for your spine articulation. So breathe in, and as you breathe out, soften your chin towards your chest and slowly go down, vertebra by vertebra, till your hands are slightly off the mat. Release your tailbone and start breathing in, breathe out, breathe in, and as you breathe out, tuck your tailbone and squeeze your belly towards your spine and start rolling up from the base of your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Figure up one more, and we're going to breathe in again. Breathe out. Tuck your chin and slowly go down, vertebra by vertebra. Till your hands are slightly off the mat and start breathing in. Breathe out, breathe in, and as you breathe out, tuck your tailbone in and squeeze your belly towards your spine and start rolling up from the base of your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Slowly till you're up again. So let's all lie down on our mat. We're going to establish our neutral pelvis and spine. So lie down with your back, bending your knees to the ceiling. Rest your hands beside your hips and start rocking your pelvis forward and backwards, warming your lower back muscles, tucking and arching, and rest and settle between tucking and arching, and this would be your neutral pelvis. Now I want you to move your awareness to your spine. So make sure that your tailbone is anchored on the mat. You have a small arching in your back. Your rib cage is resting on the mat. Your head is resting on the mat with a natural arch in your neck. And soften your chin toward your chest. Now this, ladies, is your neutral spine. Now we move to your breathing. So place your hands on your rib cage. We're going to go through 3 different breathings, starting with the natural breathing and ending up with the Pilates breathing. So breathe in, feeling your belly, sides and back, and breathe out. Let the air out from your belly, sides and back. Again, breathe in, into your belly, sides and back, and as you breathe out, let the air out. Now we're going to breathe in into your belly, sides and back. But as you breathe out, letting the air out of your lungs, lift your pelvis and squeeze your tummy towards your spine. Again, one more. Breathe in, into your belly, sides and back. And as you breathe out, letting the air out of your lungs, lift your pelvis and squeeze your tummy towards your spine. Now this time we're going to breathe in into your back and sides only. And breathe out, letting the air out of your lungs, lifting your pelvis and firming your belly. Again, breathe in into your sides and back only. And as you breathe out, engage your pelvis and firm your belly. Now this is your Pilates breathing. I want you to try to keep it through the whole class, please. Now, we'll start our pelvis roll for our spine articulation. So, open your eyes, make sure that your legs are hip distance apart, your outer edges of your feet are parallel to each other, the inner part of your heels try to squeeze it towards each other, and your pinky toes away from each other, activating your leg. You're lying in neutral pelvis, neutral spine, and we're going to breathe in to prepare, breathe out, squeeze your bottoms, imprint your back on the mat, and slowly lift your spine up into the air, vertebra by vertebra. Breathe in, hold with one straight line from your knee, hips and shoulder. And breathe out, slowly go down again, vertebra by vertebra. And breathe in, return to neutral pelvis. Now once more, breathe out, squeeze your bottoms, imprint your back and slowly come up, vertebra by vertebra. Breathe in, hold. And breathe out, slowly go down again, vertebra by vertebra. And breathe in, return to neutral pelvis. Now we'll add the arms. So we're going to breathe out, squeeze your bottoms, imprint your spine and slowly come up again, vertebra by vertebra. Breathe in, lift your arms over your head and place it back on the mat behind you. Breathe out, slowly go down with your spine, vertebra by vertebra. And breathe in, return to neutral pelvis and circle your hands back beside your hips. Again, breathe out, squeeze your bottoms, imprint, and slowly come up with your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Breathe in, lift your hands over your head and put it back on the mat behind you. Breathe out, slowly go down, vertebra by vertebra. And breathe in, return to neutral pelvis and circle your hands, but this time a little bit far away from your hips, more like a V open. And then we'll do the side to side. So squeeze your feet together, your knees together. And using your abdominals, try to lift your legs slowly, both legs to tabletop. Now your back is imprinted on the mat, and you're going to breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, move your knees to the right side and your head to the left side. Anchoring your left shoulder on the mat. Breathe in, return. Using your abdominals, breathe out, knees to the left and head to the right, with right shoulders anchored on the mat. Breathe in, return. Using your abdominals, one more, knees to the right and head to the left. Breathe in, return, and breathe out, knees to the left and head to the right. Breathe in, return, and slowly place back your feet on the ground. Now we'll do the preparation for abdominals. So I want you to interlink your fingers with your thumb down and place your hands behind your head with the thumbs drawn at the side of your neck. And we're going to breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, lift your chest up. Breathe in, hold, breathing into your thighs and your back. And breathe out, slowly come back again to the mat, vertebra by vertebra. One more, breathe out, lift your chest up. Breathe in into your thighs and your back and firm your belly. And breathe out, slowly come down to the mat, vertebra by vertebra. This time we're going to lift and twist, working on our obliques. So breathe in, prepare, breathe out, lift your right shoulder and twist it to your left knee. Breathe in, return to center, chest lifted and tailbone anchored on the mat. Breathe out, twist your left shoulder to your right knee. Breathe in, return to center, breathe out, twist. Breathe in, return to center, and breathe out, twist. And breathe in, return to center, and slowly go down to the mat, vertebra by vertebra. Now extend your legs and hands away from the center of your body, and we're going to start the preparation for the 100. So breathe in, slide your toes on the mat, bending your knees. Breathe out, lift your chest, lift your leg, and bring your arms beside your hips, over and beside your hips. And we're going to breathe in, bend your knees, breathe out. Return to start position. One more, breathe in, slide your toes, bend your knees. Breathe out, lift your chest, lift your legs, and bring your hands beside your hips. Breathe in, bend your knees, chest lifted, and breathe out, boom, to start position again. Again, breathe in, slide your toes, bend your knees, and breathe out, lift your chest, lift your leg, and bring your hands beside your hips. Now interlink your fingers put your hand beside your head, behind your head. And I want you to practice the Pilates breathing with your abdominal engaged. And now if you feel a pain in your back, you can always bend your knees to tabletop. If you want more challenge, you can always lower your your legs closer to the floor, and as long as your back is imprinted. If you have leg discomfort, you can either support your head with your hands, or with one hand and pulse with the other hand, or you can just rest your head back onto the mat. Now I want each of you to find the optimal position for this individual 100 position. And when you find it, just breathe in, bend your knees, and breathe out, go to start position. Now we're going to start our 100. So breathe in, bend your knees, sliding your toes on the mat, and breathe out. Lift your chest, lift your leg, and bring your hands beside your hips. And we're going to breathe in with 5 pulses with our hands, and breathe out. We'll do other 5 pulses with our hands. So in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now bend your knees and go again to start position. Now still we're going to do some more pelvis roll up. So I want you to bend your knees again to the ceiling, legs hip distance apart. Again, your aged upper feet are parallel to each other. Try to squeeze the inner part of your heels towards each other. Your pinky toes away from each other, activating your legs. And place your hand beside your hips. And we're going to breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, imprint, and slowly lift your spine into the air, vertebra by vertebra. Breathe in, hold, and breathe out slowly. Come back to the mat, vertebra by vertebra, and breathe in. Return to neutral pelvis. This was a normal pelvis roll-up. Now we're going to add the leg lifts, working on our pelvis stabilization, our hamstring engagement, as well as our glutes. So we're going to breathe in, prepare, breathe out, imprint your back on the mat, and slowly lift your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Breathe and lift your right leg to 90 degrees, breathing your left glute. Breathe out, lower. Breathe and lift your left, squeezing your right glute. Breathe out, lower. Breathe and lift. Breathe out, lower. 4, breathe and lift. Breathe out, lower. 5, breathe and lift. Breathe out, lower. 6, breathe and lift. Breathe out, lower. And 7, breathe and lift. Breathe out, lower. And last one, breathe and lift. Breathe out, lower. Now breathe in, hold, and breathe out slowly. Go down on the mat, vertebra by vertebra. And now you can go to rest position, bending your knees towards your chest, with your hands under your knees, toes together and knees apart. And you can start rocking your back forward and backwards. You can do small circles towards the right with your back on the mat, and more towards the left, massaging your back. And now I want you to straighten both legs on the mat. We'll start the hamstring stretch. And prepare your legs for the leg circles. So firm your left leg on the mat and lift your right leg up to the ceiling, supporting the back of your thighs with your hands. Make sure that your other side is anchored on the mat. And we're going to start by point, stretching our ankles, and flex, stretching the the back of our calf and point again and stretch, flex, sorry, and then bend your knees towards you and try to pull your sides into your hand as you pull your hands into your sides, getting the stretch into your hamstring. And now keeping your thigh in place, try to extend only the lower part of your leg. Now bend again and extend again. And now place your hand beside you, a little bit far away from your lips, pointing your leg up into the ceiling. And we're going to start the leg circles. Before you start, you can flex the other leg on the floor for more stability. You can put your hand also on your other hip for stability. Just use your abdominals for your pelvis stabilization and your hips as well. Make it stable as much as you can. So breathe in, prepare, breathe out, lower your leg away from your body. Breathe in, crescent and lift. Breathe out, lower, breathe in, crescent and lift. Breathe out, lower, breathe in, crescent and lift. 4 out, lower, in, crescent and lift. 5 out, lower, in, crescent and lift. 6 out, lower, in, crescent and lift. 7 out, lower, in, crescent and lift. And 8 out, lower, in, crescent and lift. Now we reverse, so breathe out, lower in the other side, breathe in, crescent and lift. Breathe out, lower, breathe in, crescent and lift. Breathe out, lower, breathe in, crescent and lift. 4 out, lower, in, crescent and lift. 5 out, lower, in, crescent and lift. 6 out, lower, in, crescent and lift. And 7 out, lower, in, crescent and lift. And last one, breathe out, lower, breathe in, crescent and lift. And slowly place your leg down to the mat. Lifting your left leg up 90 degrees, supporting the back of your thighs with your hand. And we're going to do the same, starting with the stretching. So you're going to point, stretching your ankle, flex, stretching the back of your calf, point and flex again. And then bend your knees towards your chest. Now keeping your thigh into place, extend only the lower part of your leg. And then bend and extend. And now place your hand beside you. Try to pull the back of the side of your right leg into the mat for stability. And flex your feet. And we're going to point your legs to the ceiling, stretching it up. And breathe out, lower your leg away from the center of your body. Breathe in, crescent and lift. Out, lower, in, crescent and lift. 3 out, lower, in, crescent and lift. 4 out, lower, in, crescent and lift. 5 out, lower, in, crescent and lift. 6 out, lower, in, crescent and lift. 7 out, lower, in, crescent and lift. And 8, breathe out, lower, breathe in, crescent and lift. Now reverse, breathe out, lower in the other direction, breathe in, crescent and lift. Breathe out, lower, in, crescent and lift. 3 out, lower, in, crescent and lift. 4 out, lower, in, crescent and lift. 5 out, lower, in, crescent and lift. 6, lower, in, crescent and lift. 7, lower, in, crescent and lift. And 8, lower, in, crescent and lift. And slowly place your leg down on the mat. Now you can drink some water if you want to. We're going to bend your knees and come to start your lunge combo. So come to 4 points, please, ladies, facing me. And bring your right leg in front, bending it so that your calf is perpendicular on the mat, on the floor. And hand beside your foot, and look forward with your neck, so it's aligned with your spine. And now squeeze your bottoms, pull your hips down, and try to move your back knee towards your front foot, feeling your hip flexors activated. If you have any discomfort, you can either place the towel or just lift your knee up off the floor, which is what we're going to do now. Now, tuck your back toes into the floor, lift your knee off, still looking forward with your neck, and squeeze your bottom, and try to move your 2 feet towards each other, feeling more activation in your hip flexors. Now going for the hamstring stretch, you're going to straighten your front leg, pulling away your shoulders, and make sure that your back of the tabletop is more important than keeping your front leg straight. And try to move your back feet on the floor, stretching your calf as well. And now move to plank position. So I want you to place your hands firmly on the mat and try to grip the floor with your fingertips to protect your wrist joint, and bend your front leg and place it back for plank position. Now, if you feel pain in your back, you can always lower your knees to the floor, or if your wrists are still hurting, you can bend on your elbows instead. So make sure that your whole body is aligned from head to feet. Squeeze your bottom, slightly tap your tailbone under, and we're going to pose for 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now lower your knees to the floor and go to rest position, child pose position, pulling away your shoulders and pulling your tailbone away as well, and try to squeeze your bottoms into your feet and feel the nice stretch into your spine. Now come up, ladies, to 4 points again. Bring your left foot this time in front, so that your calf is perpendicular on the floor, hand beside your foot, and look forward with your neck so it's aligned with your spine. And squeeze your bottoms, pulling your hips down, and try to move your 2 feet towards each other, and feel your hip flexors activated. Now tuck your back, toes into the floor, and lift your knees off the floor. Still squeezing your bottom to come forward with your neck, and try to move your 2 feet towards each other and feel more activation in your hip flexors. Now straighten your front leg, pulling away your shoulders, and try to keep your back at tabletop. It's more important than straightening your front leg, and feel the stretch in your hamstring. And try to pull your back foot on the floor, feeling the stretch in your calf. Now again, we're going to move to plank position, to grip the floor with your fingertips and bend your front leg back, putting it back to the other one. And now make sure that your whole body is aligned from head to feet. Still, if you have pain in your back, you can always lower your knees. We're going to do some slide push-ups. So take your time to go into the right plank position, and now we're going to breathe in, bending our elbows slightly outside. Breathe out, extend. 2, in, bend, out, extend. 3, in, bend, out, extend. 4, in, bend, out, extend. 5, in, bend, out, extend. 6, in, bend, out, extend. 7, in, bend, out, extend. 8, in, bend, out, extend. Now lower your knees on the mat and go to child pose position. Feeling the nice stretch into your spine. Now again, ladies, come to your 4 points. We're going to do some shoulder stretch. We're going to stretch the navel. So lift your right hand arms up into the ceiling, following it with your eyes, rotating your hips and ribs, and feel the stretch in your shoulders. And now try to move your left hip into place. And you're going to lower your hands, threading it between your other hand and leg, sliding it on the floor, and allowing your head and shoulder to rest on the mat. Now try to put your right hip into place and square your hips and feel the nice stretch. Now we'll go to the other hand. So lift your left hand up into the ceiling. Follow it with your eyes and feel the stretch. And then return your right hip into place, squaring your hips. And then curve your hands down, threading it into the gap between your hands and your leg. Try to put your left hip into place, squaring your hips. And feel the nice stretch. Okay. So now let's come up and sit at the top of our mats. We're going to establish our C curve and move the roll like a ball. So sit tall, feet together, knees together, hand under your thighs. And you're going to breathe in to prepare, breathe out. Soften your chin towards your throat and tuck your tailbone under, squeezing your belly into your spine, towards your spine. And breathe in into your sides and back. And hold the C curve. Breathe out. Come slowly up from the base of your spine, vertebra by vertebra, and sit tall again. Again, breathe out. Soften your chin. Squeeze your belly, tuck your tailbone under. Breathe in, hold into your sides and your back. And breathe out. Come slowly from the base of your spine and sit tall again. And now we're going to breathe out. Soften your chin again towards your throat. Tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your belly towards your spine. And now lift your weight to your back, lifting your feet off the mat. You can flex it to help you to stabilize. And we're going to roll like a ball. Make sure that your head is all off the mat. And when you come up to this position with your feet off the floor. Keeping always your C curve. So breathe in, lower onto your shoulder blades. Breathe out, come up with control. Again, breathe in, roll. Breathe out, come up. Breathe in, roll. Breathe out, come up. And one more. Breathe in, roll. Breathe out, come up. Now place your feet on the mat. We're going to start your abdominal series. It's a series of 5. I expect you to find the first one easy, but as you go to the 5th one, it might be a little bit of a challenge. This is very normal. It's going to get better by practice. So I want you to make sure that you're working on your strength of your abdominals as well as the safety of your back. So if at any point you have a pain in your back, you need to stop, make a mental note for yourself, because this is from where you're going to develop. If you have a neck discomfort, you can always interlink your fingers and put it behind your head for support, or you can just put your head back on the mat. If you feel any pain at any certain point and you feel like you need to rest, just rest, please. Okay? So, place slowly your back on the mat. And you're going to lift your legs to tabletop. Placing your hands on your knees. And we're going to breathe in to prepare. Breathe out slowly. Lift your chest, moving your ribs towards your hips. Breathe in, hold, and breathe out. Stretch your right leg, holding your other knee with your both hands. Breathe in, bend. Breathe out. Stretch your left leg. Breathe in, bend. Breathe out. Stretch your right, keeping your toes on the same plane as your knee. Breathe in, bend. Breathe out. Stretch your left. In, bend. 5 out. Stretch. In bend, 6, out stretch. In bend, 7, out stretch. In bend, 8, out stretch. And in bend. Now we're going to breathe in, extend your legs and feet. And breathe out, bend and circle your hands to your knee. Again, breathe in, extend. Breathe out, bend and circle. Breathe in, extend. Breathe out, bend and circle. 4. Breathe in, extend. Out, bend and circle. 5. In, extend. Out, bend and circle. 6. In, extend. Out, bend and circle. 7. In, extend. Out, bend and circle. And 8. In, extend. Out, bend and circle. Now, lift your legs up to the ceiling. Support your side with your hand. And we're going to breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, lower your right leg, holding the other leg with your 2 hands. Breathe in, return to start position. Breathe out, lower your left. Breathe in, return to start position. Breathe out, lower your right. In, return, out. Lower your left. In, return, 5. Lower your right. In, return, 6. Lower your left. In, return, 7. Out. Lower your right. In, return, and 8. Lower your left. And breathe in, return. Now, bend your knees and interlink your hands and your fingers and place it behind your head. We're going to do the double leg extension. So, breathe in, prepare, breathe out, extend both legs. Breathe in, bend, out, extend. In, bend, out, extend. In, bend, out, extend. 5, in, bend, out, extend. In, bend, out, extend. In, bend, out, extend. In, bend, out, extend. And last one, in, bend, out, extend. And then in, bend. We're going to do the single leg stretch now again, but with a twist. So breathe in, prepare. Breathe out, extend your right, twisting your right shoulder to your left knee. Breathe in, return and bend to center. Breathe out, extend your left and twist your left shoulder to your right knee. Breathe in, bend and return to center. Breathe out, change. Breathe in, return and bend. Breathe out, change. Breathe in, return and bend. 5, change. Breathe in, return. Breathe out, change. Breathe in, return. Breathe out, change. Breathe in, return. Breathe out, change. And breathe in, return. And slowly place your head back on the mat and your feet again. Onto the mat, we're going to do the side to side. So feet together and knees together. And open your hands to chest level. And we're going to breathe in neutral pelvis and neutral spine. So breathe in, prepare and breathe out. Move your knees to the right and head to the left. Breathe in, return. Breathe out, move your knees to the left and head to the right. Breathe in, return. Breathe out, knees to the right and head to the left. Breathe in, return. And again, breathe out, knees to the left and head to the right. And feel the nice rotation in your spine. And breathe in, return to center. Now we're going to roll on your side and then back on your belly. This is your prone position. So place your hands over each other, forehead on your hand, knees together. And we're going to start first by stretching your butt. So bend your leg, holding your ankle with your hand, and try to pull your hand into your feet as you pull your feet towards your bottom, and feel the stretch into your right butt. Hold and feel the stretch. And now release, bending your left leg, holding your left ankle with your hand, and try to pull your hand into your feet as you pull your feet towards your bottom, and feel the nice stretch into your butt. Now release. Now go to low position, hands beside your head, forehead on the mat. And we're going to establish your neutral pelvis in your prone position. So big toes together, feet apart, allowing your sacrum to open, and press with your toes into the mat, activating the front of your ankle. And lift your kneecaps off the mat, activating the front of your thigh. And now try to tuck your tailbone under using your abdominals and allowing your pubic bone and two hip bones to be on the same plane. Squeeze your bottoms to help your pelvis, to keep your pelvis into place, and then release and tuck again and release and tuck. Now this is your neutral pelvis. Squeeze your bottom to keep almost your pelvis into place. And we're going to start from here by some spine extension. So breathe in, prepare, breathe out, look into your hands and elbows and slightly lift your spine off the mat. Breathe in, return, breathe out, come up again. Breathe in, return, breathe out, come up. Breathe in, return, last one, breathe out, come up. And breathe in, return to the mat. Now still kneecaps off the floor, neutral pelvis, squeezing your bottoms to keep your pelvis into place. Bring your hands beside your head. And you're going to breathe in, prepare, breathe out, swing your elbows in, lift your spine. Breathe in, lift your hands, breathe out, put it back, and breathe in, return to start position. Again. Breathe out, swing your elbows in, lift your spine, breathe in, lift your hand, breathe out, put it back, and breathe in, return to start position. Two more, breathe out, swing your elbows, lift your spine, breathe in, lift your hand, breathe out, lower, and breathe in, return to start position. And last one, breathe out, swing your elbows in, lift your spine, breathe in, lift your hand, breathe out, lower, and breathe in, return to start position. Now we'll start off swimming. So extend your arms over your head, palms facing each other, your feet parallel to each other, still kneecap off the floor, neutral pelvis, squeezing your bottom to keep your pelvis into place. And we're going to start by swim one, which is you're going to lift your opposite leg and opposite hand, but your forehead is on the mat all the time. So breathe in, prepare, breathe out, lift your right hand and left leg, keeping your forehead on the mat. Breathe in, release, breathe out, change, lifting your left hand and right leg. Breathe in, release, breathe out, alternate. Breathe in, release, breathe out, alternate. Breathe in, release, 5, breathe out, alternate. Breathe in, release, breathe out, alternate. Breathe in, release, 7, breathe out, alternate. Breathe in, release, and last one, breathe out, alternate. And breathe in, release. Now we'll do the same by lifting our spine, but don't extend your neck out like this, always keep looking at the mat. So breathe in, prepare, breathe out, lift your right hand and left leg and your spine off the mat. Breathe in, release, breathe out, change, lifting your spine off the mat. Breathe in, release, breathe out, change. Breathe in, release, breathe out, change. Breathe in, release, 5, breathe out, change. Breathe in, release, breathe out, change. Breathe in, release, then 7, breathe out, change. And breathe in, release, 8, breathe out, change. Now breathe in, release, all, and go to rest position. Toes together, knees apart. Bring your bottom into your heels, stretching away your some water before we start our side lines. Work on our obliques and thighs, our thighs and glutes. Okay, so side lie on your left leg. Extending your hands on your arm. So it's in line with your whole body. So you have two options. You either put your rolled up towel between your ear and your shoulder to support your neck, or you can just bend your underneath arm and wrap it around your head. So your feet are parallel or neither parallel. You can bring your legs a little in front of your hips to support the back, your lower back. Keep your waist, underneath waist, almost lifted. So there's a gap between your waist and the mat. Your upper shoulder is down with your back. And you're one straight line from the top of your head till your tailbone. So don't lower your neck like this or not invert it. And bring your upper hand against your chest on the mat for support. If you're looking for challenge, of course, you can always raise it up in the ceiling. And we're going to work first on our lateral stabilization as well as our obliques. So starting with the side lifts, we're going to breathe in, prepare, breathe out, lift both legs. Breathe in lower, don't touch the mat. Breathe out, lift. In lower, out, lift. 4 in lower, out, lift. 5 in lower, out, lift. 6 in lower, out, lift. 7 in lower, out, lift. And 8 in lower, out, lift. Now breathe in, keeping your 2 feet hovering over the floor. We're going to work on your outer side. So breathe out, lift your upper leg. Breathe in lower. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in lower. Your big toes touching each other. Out, lift. In lower. 4 out, lift. In lower. 5 out, lift. In lower. 6 out, lift. In lower. 7 out, lift. In lower. And 8 out, lift. In lower. Now breathe and lower your bottom leg. And breathe out, lift. Breathe in lower. Out, lift. 3 in lower, out, lift. 4 in lower, out, lift. 5 in lower, out, lift. 6 in lower, out, lift. 7 in lower, out, lift. And 8 in lower, out, lift. Now ladies, come up on your elbows. Bend under your shoulders. Still feet together and knees together. And your waist is always lifted off the mat, so don't sink it down. Make sure that you're always lifting it up. And shoulder down with your back. And bring your hands in front of your abdominals for support. And we're going to do the leg kicks. So lift your upper leg to hip height and turn your side outside. So toes are up, feet is down. And we're going to breathe in, flex and forward, breathe in, out, point and backwards. In, flex and forward, out, point and backwards. 3. Flex and forward, out, point and backwards. 5 in, flex and forward. 4, point and backward. And 5 in, flex and forward, out, point and backwards. 6 in, flex and forward, out, point and backwards. 7 in, flex and forward, out, point and backward. And 8, breathe in, flex and forward, and out, point and backwards. And again, come to the mat. Bending your bottom leg so that your leg is on one line with your hip. We're going to do the leg lifts, working as well now on our glutes. So we're working now on our thighs and our glutes as well. So we're going to turn your thighs inward so that your toes is down and feet is up. And make sure that your waist is lifted, your hips are stacked over each other, your shoulders are stacked with your upper shoulder down with your back. And bring your hands on the floor against your chest. And you're going to breathe in to prepare, breathe out, lift. breathe in lower, out lift, in lower, out lift, 4 in lower, out lift, 5 in lower, out lift, 6 in lower, out lift, 7 in lower, out lift, and 8 in lower, out lift. Now we're going to do the leg circles, so turn your side outside. And we're going to breathe in to prepare, breathe out, forward lift, breathe in, backward down, out, forward lift, in, backward down, 3, out, forward lift, in, backward down, 4, out, forward lift, in, backward down, 5, out, forward lift, in, backward down, 6, out, forward lift, in, backward down, 7, out, forward lift, in, backward down, and 8, out, forward lift, in, backward down. Now we're going to reverse, probably feel it in your glutes now. So breathe out, back and lift, breathe in, forward down, 2, back and lift, in, forward down, 3, out, back and lift, in, forward down, 4, out, back and lift, in, forward down, 5, out, back and lift, in, forward down, 6, out, back and lift, in, forward down, and 7, out, back and lift, in, forward down, and 8 is out, back and lift, and in, forward down. Now bend your both legs to 90 degrees so that your hips are aligned, so that your feet are aligned with your hips, still waist lifted, and you can put your hands on your bottoms for stability and big toes together. We're going to start our first round now. So breathe in, prepare, breathe out, lift your upper leg opening, and breathe in lower start position. Again, breathe out, lift, breathe in lower, 3 out, lift, in lower, 4 out, lift, in lower, 5 out, lift, in lower, 6 out, lift, in lower, 7 out, lift, in lower, 8 out, lift, in lower. Now extend your bottom leg and bend your upper leg so that your toes are resting on the bottom of the knee. And you can place your hands in front of your chest for support again. And lower your knees so it's parallel to the mat. And we're going to breathe in, prepare, breathe out, lift your upper leg, breathe in lower, breathe out, lift, breathe in lower, 3 out, lift, in lower, 4 out, lift, in lower, 5 out, lift, in lower, 6 out, lift, in lower, 7 out, lift, in lower, 8 out, lift, in lower. Now we're going to breathe in, prepare, and breathe out. Lift, breathe in, extend, breathe out, bend, breathe in, lower, breathe out, lift, breathe in, extend, breathe out, bend, breathe in, lower, 3 out, lift, in, extend, out, bend, in, lower, 4 out, lift, in, extend, out, bend, in, lower, 5 out, lift, in, extend, out, bend, in, lower, 6 out, lift, in, extend, out, bend, in, lower, 7 out, lift, in, extend, out, bend, in, lower, and 8 out, lift, in, extend, out, bend, in, lower. Now roll on your back. You deserve a nice touch in your glutes. Bend your knees towards your chest and press with the ankle of your working leg into your thighs and try to press your tail on the mat as well. And try to bring your knees towards your chest and feel the nice stretch into your glutes. You can flex your feet, support your knee. Now we'll move to the other side. So lie on your right leg. Again, you have two options, either put the roll-up towel between your ear and shoulder, or you just bend your underneath arm and wrap it around your leg. Feet parallel to each other and knees parallel. You can bring your legs a little bit in front of your hip to support your lower back, and make sure that your waist is always lifted. There's a gap between your waist and the mat, and lower your upper shoulder down with your back, bringing your upper hand in front of you against your chest, opposite your chest. And we're going to start again with the side lift, working on lateral stabilization and appendix. So breathe in, prepare, breathe out, lift both legs. Breathe in, lower, don't touch the floor, out, lift. In, lower, out, lift. 4 in, lower, out, lift. 5 in, lower, out, lift. 6 in, lower, out, lift. 7 in, lower, out, lift. 8 in, lower, out, lift. Then breathe in lower and keep your feet off the mat. We're going to breathe out, lift your upper leg. Breathe in lower, out, lift. In lower, 3, out, lift. In lower, working on your outer thighs, 4, out, lift. In lower, 5, out, lift. In lower, 6, out, lift. In lower, 8, out, lift. Sorry, 7, out, lift. In lower, and 8, out, lift. In lower. Now breathe in, lower your bottom leg. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in, lower, out, lift. Working on your inner side. 4 in, lower, out, lift. 5 in, lower, out, lift. 6 in, lower, out, lift. 7 in, lower, out, lift. And 8 in, lower, out, lift. Now come onto your elbows. Bending your elbows under your shoulder till feet and knees parallel to each other. Waist lifted. So use your hand and lift your waist up. And shoulder down with your back. Bring your hand in front of your abdominals. And we're going to do the side kicks for this leg, for your left leg. So lift your leg up to hip high, yeah, and turn your thighs outwards so that your toes are up and heels down. And we're going to breathe in, 4 flex and forward, breathe out, point and backwards, in, flex and forward, out, point and backwards, 3, flex and forward, out, point and backwards, 4, flex and forward, out, point and backwards, 5, flex and forward, out, point and backwards, 6, breathe in, flex and forward, breathe out, point and backwards, 7, in, flex and forward, out, point and backwards, 8, flex and forward, and out, point and backwards, and then come up again, come down again on the mat. Bending your bottom leg so that your feet is aligned with your hip. And we're going to work on your glutes now as well. So turn your thighs inwards so that your toes are down and heels up. And we're going to breathe in to prepare, breathe out, lift, in, lower, out, lift, 3 in, lower, out, lift, 4 in, lower, out, lift, 5 in, lower, out, lift, 6 in, lower, out, lift, 7 in, lower, out, lift, and 8 in, lower, out, lift. Now go through the leg circles, turn your thighs upside so that toes are up and heels down. And we're going to breathe in, prepare, breathe out, forward lift, breathe in, backward down, out, forward lift, in, backward down, 3, out, forward lift, in, backward down, 4, out, forward lift, in, backward down, 5, out, forward lift, in, backward down, 6, out, forward lift, in, backward down, 7, out, forward lift, in, backward down, and 8, out, forward lift, in, backward down. Now we're going to reverse, breathe out, back and lift, breathe in, forward down, breathe out, back and lift, breathe in, forward down, 3, out, back and lift, in, forward down, 4, out, back and lift, in, forward down, 5, out, back and lift, in, forward down, 6, out, back and lift, in, forward down, 7, out, back and lift, in, forward down, and last one, out, back and lift, in, forward down. Now bend your both legs, starting our crowns. So that your both feet are now aligned with your hips. Hips stacked over each other, waist lifted, shoulders stacked over each other with your upper shoulder down. With your back, you can place your hand on your bottom for support and big toes together. We're going to breathe in, prepare, breathe out, lift and open, breathe in, lower, breathe out, lift, breathe in, lower, 3, out, lift, in, lower, 4, out, lift, in, lower, 5, out, lift, in, lower, 6, out, lift, in, lower, 7, out, lift, in, lower, 8, out, lift, extend your bottom leg and bend your upper one. Toes on the bottom of your knee, still waist lifted, and shoulders stacked over each other, hips over each other. And hand in front of you for support. And lower your knees so it's parallel to the mat. And we're going to breathe in, prepare, breathe out, lift. Breathe in, lower, breathe out, lift. 3 in, lower, out, lift. 4 in, lower, out, lift. 5 in, lower, out, lift. 6 in, lower, out, lift. 7 in, lower, out, lift. And 8 in, lower, out, lift. Breathe in, return. And we're going now to breathe out, lift. Breathe in, extend. Breathe out, bend. Breathe in, lower. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in, extend. Breathe out, bend. Breathe in, lower. 3 out, lift. In, extend. Out, bend. In, lower. 4 out, lift. In, extend. Out, bend. In, lower. 5 out, lift. In, extend. Out, bend. In, lower. 6 out, lift. In, extend. Out, bend. In, lower. 7 out, lift. In, extend. Out, bend. And in, lower. We did 7 or 8?
Maybe that's it. 6. Maybe that's good.
7?
7 is good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
Okay. So roll down on the mat, on your back. And now bring your knees towards your chest, pressing with the side of your, with the ankle of your working leg into your thighs, and feel the nice stretch into your glutes. And at the same time, try to press with your tailbone into the mat. And you can also flex your feet to support your knee. Now we're almost done, ladies, so I'm going to cool down, so I want you all to sit at the top of your mat. We're going to do the steel puppy. So, toes together and knees apart, and thread your hand inside, holding your anchor. If you find it difficult for you, you can go for the roll like a ball instead. We're just massaging your back. And we're going to breathe in lower onto lower breath. Breathe out, come up. Again, breathe in, lower onto your shoulder. Breathe out, come up. Breathe in, lower. Breathe out, come up. 4 in, lower. Up, come up. 5 in, lower. Up, come up. 6 in, lower. Out, come up. 7 in, lower. Out, come up. And 8 in, lower. Out, come up. Now use your momentum and come up and stand straight. So we'll go for the roll down again. So stand up, legs hip distance apart, knees slightly bent, neutral pelvis, neutral spine, and your your ankle, knees, and hips are on one line. Look forward and relax your arms and shoulders. We're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, we're going to soften your chin and slowly go down, vertebra by vertebra, till your hands are slightly off the mat, and release your tailbone, and you can relax. You can move your hands from side to side, and you can nod your head. Breathe out, and breathe in. As you breathe out, tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your tummy towards your spine, and start floating up from the base of your spine, vertebra by vertebra, till you're up. Now one more, breathe in, and breathe out. Slowly soften your chin towards your chest, and come down, vertebra by vertebra. Releasing your tailbone at the end, and relax. You can make hold your elbows and start shaking them from side to side. And breathe in, breathe out, and breathe in again. And as you breathe out, tuck your tailbone under and squeeze the belly and start floating up. Slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Till you're up one more. We're done, ladies. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or